The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. It's complete to the right. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll line up for a second down play. They try to pop a run on the draw. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He might want another play. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Gets the back moving. Power ahead. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Green. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the tailback. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now as the whole playbook's open, the defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. You see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Denson. Right on the money. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on 1 time in that loss last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking for a gap. It's Hill. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Dropping back, it's Denson. Under fire. And the quarterback put up 2 and sacked at the 12.
What an individual effort that time, beating this guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a gamer.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus, turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wilson has their paws on it. They'll send out the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking for a man. It's Denson. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Lofts one high and deep. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught close to the marker, gets Porter. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
You always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To throw, it's Denson. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch, it's Wallace. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about. So now it's 2nd and long.
wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Got it behind the line. It's Wallace. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Raymond. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. They've got the 1st down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the 2nd half?
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Denson. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Makes the grab. It's Brown. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Denson. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Working that left side. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Wallace. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Denson. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating.
Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this...
He wants to go deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The run from the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little bit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Using his legs, it's Green. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss.
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Showing the arm strength down the left side.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. The kick is on its way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Denson. Fires left. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Blasted as he lets it go. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. It's complete to the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Baylor is getting its clock cleaned today. That crowd was chanting "sick 'em" in the pregame, but they're saying some other things right now. They're trailing by 14 to Duke. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Denson. Fires to the middle. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Wallace. There he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
He runs out of bounds at the 39.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Denson. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The give to the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Finding open areas. Got enough for the first. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I tell you what, the defense has really contained that quarterback run all game long. But in a big spot in the 4th quarter, they let him out of the cage. He gets out of the pocket, makes the run, and gets the first down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Yeah, and they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Here's a heat. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a 4th down.
4th down.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away.
Formation to kick it away.
They kick it away on 4th down. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Ball changes hands and the offense finds themselves backed up inside their own 10. Takes the handoff. It's Wallace. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
The give to the back.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The play-action fake. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. Backing up on the first 2 plays now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only